Hi community, welcome to this pick a card reading. My name is Elena and this is Angel's Cup Tarot. Today we're going to be looking at what they think about you. We have 3 piles to choose from, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. You can pause the video if you need some time to choose a pile, and I'll see you in the reading. Hi pile number 1, if you chose this deck or this piece of amethyst, then this is your reading. Pile number 1, I already pre-shuffled your cards, so you don't have to stick around for the whole shuffling process. And for your cards, we have Knight of Swords upright. We have 9 of Wands in reverse. We have the Empress, get 1. And I love this depiction of the Empress. Then we have the Hierophant upright. Then we have 8 of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Earth, which is the King of Wands. No, it's the King of Pentacles. Nice. We have 3 of Fire, which is the 3 of Wands. And the Dreamer, which is the Fool, but I like the Dreamer better. Lovely pile number 1. And then we have You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. Let's put this here. And then we have the Wedding card. This situation involves marriage. So what does your person think about you? Pile number 1. Wow. They think very highly of you, very positive thoughts. They're quite enamored by you, I would say. I think they see you as someone who's very stable, because this Wedding card obviously does give me 4 of Wands energy. And yeah, just stability, someone who's something for long term. You could be in some sort of commitment with this person. It's not for everyone, but if you're dating them or just are asking about them, they're thinking that you're someone who's like long-term material. Yeah. We also, with this Dreamer card, I would quite literally see it as the Dreamer and not as the Fool. This does feel like you might have just started dating this person, because this beginning and that being the first card we see here really does indicate, in a sense, that you guys just started, or it feels fresh, and the energies and the feelings towards you, we ask what they think about you, but that's what I'm getting as well. Like, that feels super fresh to them, and they think, actually, I believe them to see you as their goal and their wish fulfillment, and something they want to invest in the long term. But with this lower part here, I believe somewhat they feel as though you might come off as being a little moody or cold towards them. With this 9 of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords in conjunction, that makes me feel as though you had like some sort of defense mechanism towards them, or you used like sharp words, or you just came off like that. And something about the speed being taken back. So you put like a hold on the connection, or this situation didn't move as quick as they might have wished for it to go, and they wanted this expansion and see this expansion probably faster than you could have imagined. But maybe this also talks about them not wanting to move too quick, because they see something just stable with you and balanced, and they don't want to, ruin a good thing by taking it too far too soon and moving too quick. But they do have offerings, and they think that you, actually, I'm not sure, like with this 9 of Wands in reverse, it might be that they think that you might not receive them well. Let's get a clarify on that one. What is right off the bat? Fair decisions. Your angels are aware that you have concerns, but be assured that there is nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation, and all is being healed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. Oh, okay. I was almost thinking it to be something else. Yeah, that's giving me 2 interpretations. They do see you as strong, but also them wanting to be strong in the situation. Actually, that's not what we did ask for. That's sort of like their energy is really overpowering this all. How they think about you is a lot determined by what actions they want to take, which is beautiful, I think. But they also see you as someone who's not going to speed up the process with this. Or I think actually they also don't want that. They don't want to, literally like overactively maybe destroy a good thing, because they want this expansion towards you with the 3 of Wands. And they also do see you as someone who is very well off, who dreams big dreams, and is very extensive when it comes to that. And I would say goes the extra mile to achieve their dreams, but doesn't have to. Like, you go steady forward, you don't speed up things too much. It's like steady progress with you, I would say, in terms of everything that you do in life. And this person might have seen you combat something that was tough on you, and you did that with strength and did that with like such a unique power. And this dreamer card, paired with this unicorn card, really gives me the vibe of you being someone who's very outstanding, and your beauty is something that's very unique to them as well. And I'm getting a sense of that not being the most conventional way. Like you have something super unconventional about you in terms of looks as well. And they do enjoy that a lot about you. And I think that they think that parts of you are super beautiful that you wouldn't deem as such at all. And they value that highly, with this Empress card here. And I was mentioning that when I was showing these cards to you, that I really love the depiction of the Empress here, because usually we see an Empress that is like all glammed up, and this Empress does not seem that way. Her power and beauty she holds within, and that's why I like this depiction. It's so grounded and so in tune with nature and the elements to me. And with this little, what is this called, wand she's having. Oh, that's not a wand. I was seeing it as a wand. For all of this time I was seeing it as a wand, and I was also referring to it as such, and it's actually a bird she's keeping. Yeah, so but that was giving me strength. And see, there's a sun in her heart space, so they think that your heart's full of joy and you got so much going on that just is referring to the beauty inside. But this Empress really does make me believe that they feel like you don't have to wear a lot of makeup in order to feel good, or if you're a male, you don't have to like try so hard to win their attention. Also, like with looks, or like a style or whatever's going on, like they like you most when you're, I wouldn't say most, but they do enjoy that part about you a lot, that is just laid back and just comfortable. And they think that you do not see your own beauty as well as they do. Because with this You Are Good Enough card, it's also like depicted as beautiful woman. And that really reminds me of them thinking that you're good enough and the beauty sleeps within you, something like that. It's also giving like sleeping beauty type of vibes, the depiction. That if you're a male, then this really does remind me of like you not needing to like put like extra effort into your looks, like in terms of styling and all of that. Like they just like you for who you truly are. And for females, it's the same actually. Stand out to them, and they see you as someone who can bring in a lot of balance and a lot of nurturing and also prosperity. And I think they do believe that it comes from you being such a dreamer, such a, yeah, I think a person with an open mind, with this Three of Wands in conjunction, very open minded and non judgmental. It's giving, we don't have the judgment card here, but it's giving non judgmental, though you could be, not that you actually could be, but they think in terms of what you achieved or how you come across, you could be more judgmental towards others, but you choose not to. You choose to be very nonchalant about certain things, and they love that about you. You could, yeah, actually, I get some sense of them thinking that you could be way more high maintenance, but you aren't, in a sense, with this Empress, because she doesn't seem to be super high maintenance. But the Empress is a figure in and of itself. She's giving, yeah, actually, with this extension card right above it, it's giving Rings of whatever this series is called on Amazon. That's giving like this Galadriel or whatever her name is. Yeah, that's what this card is giving me actually. But yeah, with this Empress being here, she's this beautiful figure, and she is all about nurturing, but doing so by standing in her power. And I really do see them thinking that you're just super connected. Not only are you connected to what's around you and to very tangible things and prosperity, but also to the divine. They see your connection to the divine, and they think that that is beautiful, and they, I would say, value that highly when it comes to you. So having so many major arcana when it comes to you also makes me feel as though right from the get-go they saw something in you that was just unique and something they cherish. So with this Nine of Wands and the strength. What is this giving? Yeah, I think you come out on the other side. You've come out on the other side when it comes to any battles you had to fight in your life. And that's why I was getting Galadriel, or like I can't say her name, but from this Lord of the Rings show that they did put out on Amazon. Yeah, that's the vibe. Like this warrior type of, and if you're not a female, then they just see you as like this. Sorry, that was my dog. Actually, I'm keeping her next to me because otherwise she's a mess. Yeah. So also with the streamer card, I could see them thinking that that really does give me this family vibe as well. See, this is more so depicted as like a child because you're this beginner type of energy, like someone who's like not afraid to begin new things and not afraid to take on a new path that is that you maybe never walked before, or even take on this path with them. But it's also actually giving me them thinking like you two could have children together in the long run, or they could see you guys having family together, because this dog is in the card as well. And it just, this angel is really giving nurturing vibes. We get the same vibe from the Empress. So they think that in a committed relationship, you would be very nurturing towards them, and would be such a blessing to be around, and such bliss and happiness. And there could be so much expansion if you two were together. I think that's what they think about. And I really do see them wanting to invest in you and thinking you're something stable to invest in. And if you have any challenges, they would also see you overcoming all of those. And that could be in terms of the connection itself, but also in like committed relationship, day-to-day life, like things. They would think that if there was ever something coming up, you would just face it and always come out on top, pretty much. And I think, yeah, literally they think you're good enough, but also they do think that you don't see the full extent of your own beauty. And that is like not only outside, but also inside. With this wedding card, I really do think that they want something long-term with you, and they really want to commit to this thing with you and find a way to make it work. And that's more how they feel, or what they think towards you. But I just see them thinking that you're someone who's very stable and who could add so much value to you, to them, and to their life. That is how they see you, someone who's very stable, and yeah, just something long term. And if that isn't talking about wedding, then that is talking about actual commitment. So they do not see you as like a fling or something that's just going to be like a quick approach and then whatever. It's something they really think like is going to be here for the long run, and will also help them grow in terms of like reaching new destinies, reaching like things that are far beyond than what reaches the eye. And you just have this ability to do like, I'm not sure if that's about imagination. Yeah, probably just your imagination being something that's really something that they think highly of, and they think that would add value to their life. And overall, I think they do see you as someone who adds value to everyone's life as well. Like not only them, but they wish for that, I would say. Yeah, and with this Hierophant, you really did reach some status, and they think that's uncanny because someone who's super unique and maybe doesn't fit the mold in terms of societal expectations all the time. They just admire how you made it work for you and how you became this. You give me some type of status vibe that I cannot really define. But in terms of your community, or like somewhere you get like some sort of status, could be in the work realm, but that isn't heavily indicated here. So that could just be in your surrounding, like family or friend circle, or just the community you surround yourself with sees you as this very connected figure, and gives you like some sort of status, or that is connected to you. Like people connect that with you. And they do think about that, how you are established in your surrounding, I want to say. And what else do we see here? Let's get some more cards, actually. What does pile number one's person think about pile number one, Spirit? What do they think about pile number one? Five of Abundance, which is the Five of Pentacles. Okay. They see you currently having like challenges when it comes to money, maybe, or them thinking that they could be helpful when it comes to that because they feel as though they want to support you in a sense, like maybe that being financial, or it could just be a helping hand in showing you how some things are done or certain things are done. And this is giving me very masculine vibes and a very masculine approach towards you. So they see you as, I wouldn't say fragile because we don't at all have that indicated, but in terms of maybe abundance when it comes to tangible gains, just profits and stuff, that they could be helpful to you, or just when it comes to tangibles, that they could be of help to you, and that you don't need to go the distance on your own. It's really beautiful because when they think about you, they see them in connection to you, and they don't just see you as like, we don't only see what they think about you, but how they also think about you, like what actions they want to take, and how they want to add to your life. And that's beautiful. Kind of number one. I love that for you. So far, I'm really enjoying this person. They seem like a good match, or like a good character, like a good person in general. So we have the Nine of Wands again. Actually, something's really troubling you, and they see that, and they think that you have to be very strong, and they just want to add to your life. I think want to add abundance to your life and want to be a helping hand in your life, which is beautiful. Let's get some advice on the situation because I really do think that could be helpful. So pile number one, what is the advice we see here with the Ten of Swords we have upright, the Queen of Cups upright, and the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Wands upright. And actually that is giving me the Strength card as well. And now see, the one I was thinking they had in like the previous second card that she had, like the Empress, now they're having it, which is funny. And that's, okay, yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, we have the Ten of Swords upright, the Queen of Cups upright. We have Manifest Your Dreams, which is actually, I think it's the Magician. And then we have the Two of Abundance, which is the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Abundance, which is the Seven of Pentacles, Death in reverse, and the Knight of Wands upright, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So even in your advice section, we do see some trouble and a lot of mental burdens, a lot of mental, I would say anxiety, actually. It's anxiety we see here about the situation. And I think that's something from both ends. Okay, I'm getting let them come correct. And that will bring about a new beginning and put you in a state of being able to put work into this connection. But Spirit's asking you to let them come correct and come with more speed, or speed up the process when it comes to you. And Spirit's also reminding you of all you have to offer, the emotional maturity you have to offer, and the tranquility when it comes to you. And I think you have a very balanced approach. When someone comes correct into your life, then that won't trouble you anymore, and that will really make you step into your power. So let them come correct, actually, because there is this anxiety when it comes to the situation, and for them that might as well be. So if they were to make a move here on you, that would really benefit the whole situation. So you have to give them some space for that to come about, so you guys can experience this new beginning where you together, I think, can manifest your dreams. And that's with the Seven of Pentacles, giving me you assisting each other to bring about more abundance in each other's life, and steadily work on building something tangible together, and be patient with this. The card literally says, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. The hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. This is a good time to prepare because things will soon move forward quickly. Use this time to rest and plan. Yeah, and we see a lot of forward movement when it comes to them. So that's why I was mentioning you being encouraged to let them come correctly, because there will be more movement than there was previously. And we saw there not being movement with the Eight of Wands in reverse. And was there anything else that was indicating that? I don't remember, but I think not. But yeah, there will be more movement, and there will be a time when you two can work on something tangible together. And, when we think about how they thought about you, I think that's beautiful to see this come about. And yeah, actually, this is extra beautiful. Double the beautiful. because we have manifest your dreams, and then we have this work together type of vibe, you two working on building something together, on building something tangible together. And then they thought you were this dreamer figure, and you know how well you guys just complement each other. You really do complement each other in this balancing act. There might be some challenges, and you will see when you two come together more closely. But I think because you're very emotionally mature and they're going to bring that out in you by coming correct, it's not going to be the biggest struggle for you to keep the balance. And that is something that is still encouraged, though, to always balance things out. And though we have this two of abundance, I think this is also talking about you balancing your emotional maturity and also your emotions, because see how she's surrounded by all of this water, and we literally have this Queen of Cups in conjunction. That's giving you balancing your emotions as well. Yeah, balance out your emotions beautifully. And you two are called to manifest together, but it's really about them coming correct, I feel. So this anxiety can be gone, because there has been anxiety in this connection, and we did not see that because we only saw what they think about you. But now Spirit's indicating that there is like thought patterns that aren't helpful when it comes to this connection, and that could be combated by them coming forward and coming correctly and doing what's necessary in order to mend something here, and bring about a new beginning for the two of you, where you can together manifest your dreams. And they really did see you being the dreamer, so you two pair up quite beautifully, I think. So this is all I have for you, pile number one. It was such a pleasure to do this reading, such beautiful and tranquil energy. I think if you like this reading, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a reading, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Hi, beautiful pile number two. If you chose this deck or this crystal here, then this is your reading. So pile number two, what does your person think about you? I already pre-shuffled the cards, so you don't have to stick around for the whole shuffling process. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. We have Ace of Thought, which is the Ace of Swords. And we have Inner Strength, which is the Strength card. And then we have Embrace Those Around You, which is the Hierophant. And then we have the Ace of Swords again. Oh, pile number two. Wow. Then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Wow, that's like, there's a message here. Then we have the Two of Swords upright and the Eight of Wands. No, that's actually the Eight of Cups. Okay, makes sense. Then we have the Knight of, is that the Knight? Could be the Page or the Knight of Swords. And then we have Justice in reverse. Okay. Wow. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon, and what do you need to release? Waning moon. So pile number two, what does this person think about you? Wow, they think that you walked away from them, that you cut things off and cut all ties. To be honest, they think that you made this decision to walk away from them and to not hear them out any longer, and put the burden down when it comes to this connection, and put all of the anxiety away, like just free yourself. See how this Ace of Swords is like cutting this rose, and there's like blood actually, like they think that whatever you did really did cut deep. It did affect them mentally, and even if they were to act on faith, which I don't see for the maturity of you, that's not true, because it did have a effect on them. But yeah, they see you walking away with this Eight of Cups and cutting them off completely, and they do believe that that was unjust. Like, justice wasn't served here by you doing what you did. They think that, yeah, that was too harsh of a thing, and they wonder if you, there's like a sense of you knowing something or you being aware of something, and that's why you walked away, and they wonder if you know, and they just see you as someone who can stand alone and doesn't need their approval any longer, and someone who's, yeah, quite fed up with their bullshit, if that makes sense. Sorry for the cursing, but that's what I see here. You making this tough decision when it comes to things related to the heart space, and you deciding to cut them off and cut people off quite quickly. Be very sharp-minded, very witty. We see a lot of sword energy here and air, so they think that you're very smart. You could be very studious, but don't have to be. You could be street smart as well. They just see you as quite witty and very discerning of what's working for you and what's not. And that could be in the recent past that you just changed that up about you, that you now make decisions very quick and execute them. And they think that you released them, literally did release them. And with this Ace of Thought, which is the Ace of Swords, that is, see, in this conjunction with the release card, you did release them. And that's what they think about. And yeah, I think they see you as being not afraid to stand alone, to stand your ground, and to fight for what's right and fight for what you believe in. And they see you being very energetically charged and having like a good community to back it off, but not needing that. Like you could have the resources when it comes to other people and being supported and connected, but not needing that, not being afraid to stand alone and stand for what's right when it comes to you. But they think that you misjudged here when it comes to them. But though they have like the sense of, do they know? And then maybe for some of you, that might be something where like partying was involved, or they were doing like something sneaky, or it doesn't have to be, just you don't respect what they bring to the table no longer, then that's what they think. Like they think that now you're this unbothered character who's just walking away from them and completely cut ties with them, because we have the Ace of Swords twice, and probably have been very sharp when it comes to your words towards them as well, but doesn't have to be. So yeah, but that to them, that was unjust. And they think you should have chosen differently, but they also think that it serves a purpose for them, for you. Like there's like a higher purpose you're trying to achieve, and they feel almost like collateral damage when it comes to that. Yeah, and they feel like you wouldn't even hear them out no more. Like you're not having it. See, in this Ten of Swords, he's being attentive to her and she's sleeping on it. But with this reverse, I think you don't even let them close no more, because you put this burden down, and all of this anxiety that was surrounding this connection, you were just not having it anymore. So that's what they think about when it comes to you. So let's get some advice on what Spirit wants you to know here. It'd be nice to know. So pile number 2 for your advice section, we have a very lovely message. I love this for you, pile number 2. First off, Spirit's congratulating you with this successful completion, which is the World. Card 21, that's the major arcana of the World. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. Wow, excellent. And that what they think about you, like, was so quick, which is just uncanny to me. And I was like, okay, am I called to finish it off already? And now, like, we get like the real part of your reading, which is like so much more exciting. Spirit wanting to tell you what's next for you, and also like Spirit just giving you like this little heads up on what immense of a job you did here, like great of a job you did here. This is a very strategic card, the Seven of Swords. Like it's in this conjunction, it's giving me the way you plan things, or the way you just executed things actually was like due to your insight that you received from Spirit. It wasn't something you just went about without like having the knowing. You had some sort of internal knowing about them or about this person when it comes to them. So that's an insight that Spirit gave you, and the way you handled them was due to that insight, and Spirit's congratulating you on doing a very good job when it comes to ending like karma, a karmic cycle, maybe with them. And Spirit's really giving you a heads up and telling you that you need to go where your heart is calling you to. The Eight of Wands is fast movement, and with this man in the bed and this woman standing there on the curtain. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get, yeah, sorry. Don't want to shadow ban this. Let's put your crystal there. But yeah, that's actually just movement towards where your heart calls you to go. Cherish beautiful memories of the past, and take that for what it is, and leave the rest. Like the saying, like with the tarot readings, like take whatever resonates and leave the rest. And that's almost like Spirit telling you, like, take whatever, make your heart flutter and make you have like good times, and celebrate and be like joyful. Maybe in conjunction when it comes to this person, but like in terms of anything that gives you some emotional stability, you're called to remember like only the good times actually, which is beautiful, and like have like fast movement when it comes to going where your heart calls you to go next, and go on this adventure and have like a new endeavor when it comes to relations of the heart. With this Fool card being here, like new beginnings for you in store, definitely, and ones that will bring you actually like emotional fulfillment with the 10 of emotions, which is the 10 of cups, which is emotional overflow, like cup runneth over type of energy, like having it all when it comes to emotional fulfillment, and probably encountering something new or someone new that really actually does make your heart flutter, and that gives you like it's giving this like having like so much speed, life speeding up again, and like you moving into calmer waters, moving not actually, it's not giving me water energy, it's giving me a lot of air energy, and like going with the wind, where the wind takes you sort of energy. And we have the Ace of Wands. That's reminding me of, okay, I wasn't seeing that before. That's reminding me of Spirit wanting you to go the distance to where your heart's calling you to go next, and then Spirit will assist you on that journey and be there and give you even more opportunity. There's like so much opportunity for you to come in, and so much new endeavors just to take part in and be a part of, and that's beautiful. Like there's a lot of emotional abundance, and like someone very stable is going to come in and sweep you off your feet type of energy I'm getting here, and you did everything right in order to have this new starter mindset and be open to new things, new people, someone that's actually stable and will give you that fulfillment, that emotional fulfillment that you're longing for. And you're actually supposed to long for something new, something that is making you happy. And actually the way you dealt with this whole situation is the perfect start for you to get it off the ground with someone, probably someone new for most of you, where this emotional stability and emotional abundance will just come in and be something that you can indulge in. And with this Eight of Thoughts card, that's, I think, previously something that could have gotten you stuck. You moved out of that, and the only way with this 8 and 8, 8 of Wands and 8 of Thought card, the only way to really have this new beginning, Spirit saying like that, get unstuck fast. In order to get unstuck fast would be to really go where your heart's guiding you to go, and do that with like a lot of movement and see things from a new perspective, and from like a fresh perspective. And now it feels like you're able to see people from a different side or a different perspective when it comes to love matters, because you just let go of that energy and you're liberated in a sense. Whatever you did really did liberate you and give you the opportunity to have this fresh beginning when it comes to your emotional fulfillment again. Life is blessing you with a wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Harmony with those you love is assured. By offering forgiveness, understanding, and kindness to others, you're rewarded with unconditional love. Spirit's also saying that committing to something new would be of benefit, like committing to something that makes you feel joyful and gives you like a good sense of being emotionally fulfilled. But there's something about commitments coming up that maybe this movement does come easy to you. Actually, maybe you're someone who is always on the go for the next new good thing. Doesn't have to be, but that's like the new energy, definitely. And Spirit's like, once you get there, once you actually encounter this person that will give you this emotional fulfillment, then it would be beneficial if you could commit this time. That's coming through. Like just commit to that person, be committed, and seek to overcome obstacles and not run. But that's not like the near future. Like in the near future, you're called to go like the distance to where your heart calls you to go, and seek new horizons, seek this new endeavor to love. But when you get there, then you're called to commit to that, to really like take it to the next level when it comes to your emotional fulfillment. Then but that's like not the near future. That's like once you got there, like we're at this beginning, and this stuck in the situation that's making you unhappy, the Eight of Thought. You may feel as though you're restricted by the circumstances you find yourself in, but that's just an illusion. Make a promise to yourself to refuse to be stuck in a situation that's making you unhappy. Don't wait for someone to come to the rescue when you can free yourself. And that's in conjunction with the Eight of Wands. It's like move away from that stagnant energy of the past, like what this person that you were asking about, like we saw what they think about you, like the way you dealt with this really was right on the money, and Spirit's congratulating you again, and now it's your turn to move away from this energy and to really seek what's making you happy and what's gonna be fulfilling for your heart space and nourish you in the right type of way and be your stable commitment somewhen. Like we don't see that, but yeah, that's like somewhat indicated, but don't get stuck in a place where you don't belong. That's what's coming up, and that's with this person. And for most of you, this 8 of thought is about being stuck in a situation with this old person that you were asking about. I think that's all I see here. Pile number 2, thank you for letting me read your energy. It was such a pleasure, and I hope to see you again soon. And if you did like this video and if it did resonate, then please give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel to never miss a reading. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Hi, beautiful pile number 3s. If you chose this deck or this piece of opalite, then this is your reading. What does your person think about you? We have the 7 of summer, which is the 7 of cups. We have the Queen of winter, which is the Queen of swords. We have 3 of autumn, which is the 3 of pentacles. We have 4 of spring, which is the 4 of wands. And then we have the hermit. Let's put this here. And then we have the Queen of pentacles in reverse. We have the 3 of cups upright. And we have the, actually, I think that's the chariot. Yeah. And then we have the Knight of wands. 8 of emotion, which is the 8 of cups, and the 10 of thought, which is the 10 of swords, and the healer of emotions, which is the page of cups. So pile number 3, what does your person think about you? Very, very good things, actually. They see you wanting something long-term and wanting some sort of commitment. They think that you will not settle for less and that you aren't afraid of standing alone when it comes to matters of the heart, because you're wanting this fulfillment where someone actually collaborates with you and celebrates something, like have something to celebrate, a lot of joy, and someone who's like a good addition to your life and is also willing to put in work. And actually, I think they think that you want someone who can add value to your life and can work with you, like collaborate with you and bring about abundance in life, bring more abundance to your life than you could have on your own. Like just, yeah, add value to your life, more value that you already have by yourself. So you're not going to settle for anything less unless it brings value to your life and will be something that you can see yourself being with long term. And they also see you with this Queen of winter, Queen of swords, as someone who is very smart and very sharp-minded and isn't afraid to talk their truth, even if it means cutting people off or sometimes even coming off as maybe a little cold. And I think we don't quite see that, but I think they would love you to warm up to them more. Or maybe you've done that in the past, but now you're not anymore. Like now they see you as someone who's quite cold when it comes to them, probably. And they also think that with the 7 of summer, with the 7 of cups, it also reminds me of like your beauty is like so charming to them that they might think that it's an illusion or you put on masks in order to be liked. But it's more so giving like it can't be real, it can't be true. Like they think like something about you is so unique that they just don't trust it in a sense. Like they ask themselves, like, is that tangible? There's a lot of thinking process when it comes to you, actually, pile number 3. They do think about you quite heavily. And they also think that you're someone who's going to go the distance for their love interest, but also only for something that will matter in the long run and is going to keep you guessing and keep you entertained in a sense, and is going to have the same movement to the connection as you do, is going to have the same drive, is going to have the same ambitions, is going to have the same goals, and is just going to contribute to what's good in your life and is going to just add more value to that. And celebrate again, because in this depiction of the chariot, these cows, they do have this crown of harvest. And that's in some traditions, that's a depiction of at the end of summer or at the end of the harvest, farmers put these crowns on their cows and then they walk down the mountains and then they celebrate this huge manifest for abundance and all of the benefits they reaped. So you're looking for someone who's going to celebrate this contribution and the abundance you two accumulate in this lifetime. So that's what they think. And yeah, you not being afraid to walk away from what's not working and going where your heart belongs, longing for something that does bring commitment and that does bring stability, emotional as well as tangible stability. Yeah, with this 10 of thought, I think that's adding to this whole Queen of Swords, because that's both the suit of sword. It says a situation that has been troubling you has come to an end and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. Sorry, my phone is on vibrate. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. Someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. I think if you had, like, if anything of that was going on in your life, it's you that freed yourself from that. And it's you who is looking for something more tangible and like more stable, and they see that about you, and that's what they think about when they see you. And yeah, just wanting to celebrate, because in this fourth spring, they're celebrating a marriage. But I think in general, you're someone who wants to celebrate the good things in life and wants to harvest and things that someone would be of great value to what you're trying to achieve in life and what you're trying to celebrate. And yeah, that's what they think about you. So we're going to get some advice. I think that's actually, we forgot the healer of emotions. So yeah, no, I did not actually forget that. That's you not being afraid to cut someone off if it doesn't fit. And if the shoe doesn't fit, you're not afraid to cut someone off and just go the distance of where your heart takes you, to actually long for this stability and for this real commitment and like long-term thing that you're seeking. And that's how they see you. Yeah, that's all I have when it comes to how they see you. And now we're going to get some advice. So pile number 3 for your advice. The section is actually pretty much intertwined with what they were thinking about you. We have celebration, number 17, which is the star, I think. And then we have the Four of Emotion, which is the Four of Cups. We have the Healer of Emotion, which is the Page of Cups. And then we have the Nine of Thought, which is the Nine of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Spring. We have the Hermit. We have the Four of Winter. We have the Knight of Spring. And we have the Seven of Summer in reverse. So what are we seeing here? So yeah, what they were thinking about you is very much intertwined with what you're advised to do. So in order to have this celebration, pile number 3, you need to get more clarity on what your heart wants and where you're headed next, and what will bring you emotional fulfillment and the stability you're seeking. And that needs to come from a place of going within and maybe meditating on that one, and just gaining some type of awareness of what may have not worked in the past, and that made you feel like there has been spilled milk and things did not come full cycle as you wished for them to go. And in order for your celebration to come in, first off, you have so much to celebrate, and that there is real tangible things to be grateful for in your life. So there already are a lot of things in your life that can make you feel joyous and can lead to a lot of celebration, and you're called to be grateful for those, and also not be too hard on yourself and be kind to yourself. And it's really about this going within to know where you want to head next, and being aware of what didn't serve in the past and what did not give you emotional fulfillment, and but also not turn away from what actually works. In this depiction of the 5 of emotions, we don't see that, but in the original tarot, there is this person who's looking at 3 cups with like spilled content, and 2 are remaining standing up, and they're not focusing on the ones that are standing up, but instead look at spilled milk. And it's encouraging us to see it from a perspective, like a lens of knowing that what's actually keeping you back in this whole thing, maybe just diminishing thoughts that aren't contributing to what you're seeking. And you might be a little extra hard on yourself. And being aware of that is like the first step to more kindness and more compassion towards yourself, and celebrate where you're at in life, and celebrate what you've got going on in life. To add even more to celebrate is to be in a state of celebration and to vibrate on that frequency. And for you to do so is to look at the things that work in your life to replenish you. And meditate on what it is that you need in order to move forward. What's gonna make you want to go the distance with someone or something, like, or where your stability lies. That's like being very aware of what works and what doesn't. And sometimes, you know, you need some solitude to figure things out. And I think that's encouraged, but there's going to be a lot of movement in your life. And that was the thing in, I think, pile 2 as well. And right now things seem to stand still-ish because there's going to be a lot of movement again. And also spirit encouraging you to let go of illusions. Could be that this person was right on the money when it came to like you thinking like you need to put on a show or need to like be like extra with things when maybe like you got so much more going on. And that was a thing in pile number 2 as well, I think, or in pile number 1, I don't remember, but them feeling like the need to, actually that was pile number 1, I think, where this person was thinking that they are so beautiful, like they don't need all of the extra glam or whatever they got going on in terms of styling. And I think spirit's encouraging you to be more aware of your actual beauty and not, you know, always go with the trends and all of that. Maybe, you know, if that makes you happy, sure. If that makes you celebrate, sure. But do you actually need that to be happy with someone? Like maybe you're not being yourself around someone when you're first meeting people, that you feel the need to shy away from being your true, authentic self. And spirit's saying, no, like you don't need that pile 3 because there's so much beauty you got going on that you're not seeing. And putting all of these illusions might encourage the wrong people to go after you or to pursue you, and like ones that you don't even actually want around. That's what I'm getting. Like, and being like more authentic is going to bring the right people that are there for who you truly are and are going to support you in ways that you actually want to be supported. So that's what spirit's saying. I think that's all I got. Hope it did help. And if you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel so you never miss another reading. And I'm so grateful that you were here, and thanks for letting me read this energy. It was such a pleasure, pile number 3, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.